Alright, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai, Basham Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles at GreatMillStone, ruling well. And in this lesson here, I'm going to talk about, pretty much spiritual trials, and spiritual trials in the spirits and stuff like that, real quick. Just meditating on a few things, but one thing I'm going to say, man, is that you can clearly see that we're at the end of this fucking man's rulership, bro. That's like clear to see. So we're at the end now, so Satan's trying to pick it up, and them demons are highening it up. Situations that brothers are going through, different trials, different situations and stuff like that, things of this nature and all that, bro. And but one thing I can say before going to it, well, I actually say this first. One thing that I've noticed is that, and I'm not, it's just something I've noticed in my personal walk, which is a truth, I believe to be true, is that, the longer you're in the truth, the more demons start fucking getting roused up, and it's like you get tempted more. Like it's like you in it for longer, you growing more in the spirit. So then, stronger demons come out to play, pretty much. You know what I mean? Which is to be expected. It's like Yahushai, man. When you check out Yahushai, Satan, Yahushai is so high in the spirit that it was Satan himself. Satan himself came to tempt the Lord, which is, it's interesting, man. And how did Yahushua battle Satan? He battled Satan through the scriptures. So that's why the scripture says that our armor, our defense that we've got, because we're in a spiritual battle. This is a spiritual battle. This is a battle for your soul. This is a battle of good and evil. And we've got the scriptures, and that's our defense. That's our weaponry against this in the spiritual war. We're in a spiritual world where, right now, the Satan, and all that, and all them spirits on the left, they're having a whale of a time, jumping on people, tempting the men of the Lord, and all this sort of stuff. Let me rephrase that: trying to mess with the men of the Lord, but they're jumping on people, and they're trying to mess with the men of Yahweh and Yahushai. Now, if that's even in the scriptures, because the scriptures, like there was a scripture where I think it was a spirit that said, "Paul I know," etc., etc. But who are you? So if you ain't got that hedge, because what is like the Lord will tempt the men of the Lord because of who they are. Now this goes back to when the point I was going to say is that Yahushai pretty much conquered those spirits, man. Okay, Yahushai conquered them spirits, man. Okay, and the elect are gonna go through any adversities and trials and come out of that anyway. You know why? Because Yahushua, when he went on that cross, man, he defeated the Satan, and the elect are his. So the elect, they're gonna pretty much they're already of the Lord. So whatever's thrown at them, they're not gonna succumb to that. Like an example, the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is something that's being pushed, and the majority of the people are going to take that. But we know that the elect will not take the mark of the beast, whether it means death or whatever situation the Lord wants you to go through, bro. Okay, now, what's I going to say? So that's that on that part, but pretty much, man. Get these thoughts together. So yeah, that's one thing I noticed, man. Just you got to be mindful that you're battling spirits, man, and that. Not to fucking get people worried or nothing like that, but just to be aware of what the fuck is going on out here in this world. There's things you can't see, all around. And that's why Esau's so obsessed with the left-hand side, because Esau gets on the level where he'll do seances and stuff and draw pentagrams on the ground and do different incantations to actually speak to the spirits, man. the demons pretty much, and they show themselves. That's why he's so obsessed with them, you know. And that pretty much goes into the fact that that it's real, and he's getting his power from the left-hand side, but he doesn't really, they're deceiving him, because they're telling him that everything's going to be all good for his kingdom when it's not. But that proves it's real, man. You got, these things are real, and I can go heavy in depth into that, but I'm not going to do that. This is just a quick video about the topic.